And Syracuse destroys Clemson in Death Valley for only the first time since 2008. Clemson losing back-to-back home games in their historic stadium. Man, lots to talk about here, but guys, what stuck out to you? Brew, we'll start with you. What stuck out to you in this weekend of college football here in the Bold North State?
You had to have been impressed with Syracuse, going to Clemson. Syracuse has had a good football team. They're doing a nice job. And but to go into Death Valley and go in there and turn Clemson into a 1-3. It's the first time in school history that Clemson is opened the season with 3 losses like that, I guess. And it just really, I think, speaks volumes about where the program is at, where it needs to go. Obviously, Dabo after that game was very, very emotional. Some tears shed over the game, and but I thought that was the game that kind of really got my attention because they didn't just beat Clemson; they thoroughly whipped them.
They absolutely did. And we've talked about over the last few weeks about what is the bottom line in this era of college football, and it's explosive plays. And Duke makes explosive plays, and an explosive quarterback talent is right over there in Durham. The former Tulane Greenway player coming off a very disappointing performance down in the Big Easy against his former team a week ago. Darian Mensah came back strong this week in this big ACC game for the Blue Devils.
Well, you bring up explosive plays, and I'm sure Tim has lots of ideas of that from the offensive side and from the defensive side. We always talk about when you start game planning that you have to limit explosive plays. And as you look at the end of the Duke North Carolina State game, they gave up 2 explosive plays late in the game in critical situations. One of them, a 4th-and-1 situation from the 37-yard line that they give up a touchdown pass of 37 yards. And then they've got a 3rd-and-1, and they give up a 66-yard run for a touchdown. Not only were they explosive plays, but they were in critical situations where you've got a chance to change the momentum of the game and change the game around. And it'll be an interesting discussion. And I'm not second guessing what the NC State defense had called at that point in time. Players have to play sometimes. They got to put their eyes in the right place on the touchdown pass.